Okay, here, all right, we're on. Here we go.
Gotcha.
3 words.
All right, 3 words.
Okay, I'm Chris Corrigan.
I'm Tuesday Ryan-Hart.
Okay, here are 3 words. First word.
Power.
Okay, why?
Because actually I think we have got to change how we're talking and thinking about power. Not like just change the way we're engaging power or speak truth to power a little bit better, but kind of fundamentally change our relationship to power. Like, make it not transactional. Like,
Right.
We've got to do something different.
I think, and for me, the power piece comes into using ceremony in the way that we work with power, and so that we're kind of restoring the balance of how power is used, and we can become more in right relationship with it. So what I'm taking in is our uses of ceremony to work with power.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering where that applies outside of a longhouse or sweat lodge or somewhere like that. But where does ceremony work power in different ways?
Nice. Cool.
Second,
Okay, so not second, because you just made me think, like, I've been thinking, well, so, like, in ours, what we're bringing is how do you move from power to play? Like, you engage power, maybe, but, like, from a completely playful way that kind of says, like, we all got it, and so let's do something fun with it.
Nice.
Good. Okay.
Second word.
Oh, you got to say this one.
Indinawemaaganag. So, indinawemaaganag in Ojibwe means, kind of translates as all my relations, but this elder, Mary Johnson, I think her name is Mary, maybe Donna Johnson, told me that you got to get your ego out of it. So it's not they're not all your relations. She said. They're not all yours, right? And then she said the best way to translate it is I belong to everything. So to me, it's a word that is common in many. There's many concepts for it in Indigenous languages. What would you call it in English? The space between us.
The space between us.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's something about working in that space. And I love that in Indigenous languages, I mean many languages have words for the space between us. And that when we know and really begin to understand the concept and begin to understand that they're not all about the nouns, that we can work that space. But how does that turn up in play?
You know how it turns up for me in play and power and work and life and love. So I've been just really thinking about this Audre Lorde quote for the last 2 years, right? Around, if we learn nothing from our struggle, it's that the action against the external forces of our oppression is not enough. And so it's like, we've got lots of things we can do about the outside world, actions we can take, and we've got lots of practices for like this internal world. But like, what are the leadership practices for what's between us, right? Like that space between us is what I'm interested in. And I think play plays into that space between us. I think there's lots of things that play in that space, but I think it's untapped, right? So some of us know it, some of us can remember it, some of us can reveal it deeper, but it's really like there's 3 levels, and we kind of got what to do action in the world outside, right? The external conditions, and we're learning about the internal conditions, but the space between us is like wide open.
Nice, because we belong to everything through that space. Yeah. Third word.
Fail.
Fail.
I'll let you start this one.
Well, I don't know. We have to fail beautifully. We have to really understand that failure is part of the process, and not to be afraid of it, not to fear it, and to plan for it, man. Jesus, I mean, to actually accept that a lot of what we're going to do is going to fail. Yeah. We're not going to change for good because we have the perfect plan every single time.
Yeah, right? Like, how else are we going to figure out what's next, what's new? Like, we're not going to do that with a safe container of not failing, right? It's never going to work that way. We got to fail. We have to be okay about failing. And we have to be honest with each other when we fail.
We have to not tell the story that we're all doing great things all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a world full of incredible people doing great work. As we heard earlier today, miracles take a lot of hard work.
Amen. Right.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice. Thanks.
Thanks,
See you guys in Columbus.
Bye-bye.